What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're here with a showcase of my man Kaido. We're up against 2 arena content, as well as one of the more difficult Garb Challenge content, just to go ahead and trial him out, see what he's all about, and this is definitely the most exciting character of the 8th anniversary units that I really want to get my hands on. I love the design of the character. I think Kaido is an amazing villain, and I think they've done a really good job at designing a pretty unique kind of unit. So we'll go ahead and talk about all of his abilities, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions, and you can see this really cool gameplay, and you'll see just the amount of damage, especially in the second clip. We do some serious damage, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the damage output this guy can put out up against some of the super boss Kizunas, because like this has a lot of potential. But let's go ahead and go through it. First of all, Captain ability, boosting Striker and Powerhouse by 1.5 health and giving him a 5.25 times Captain. Flat 5.25 multiplier is really good. He also makes strength and tandem slots beneficial to those units, and then makes them appear more often, which is always nice. And then the really cool added effect in this unit is that if he has a Wano slot and you attack with Kaido himself, he applies 1.5 times increased damage taken to all enemies for 1 turn that bypasses status effects, or immunity to status effects, should I say. And that effect is really good. Of course, seeing Wano slots is not something that, you know, you're going to see too often with Kaido, at least naturally. Of course, not until you activate his super class special or his actual special ability. But then when you do use him as a captain, you get access to his super class, which will allow super striker characters to appear, getting a little bit of bonus stats to strikers. And you just need one of his crew members, or you can use Big Mom as a character to proc the super class condition. And the effect does 200 times his attack and typeless damage to all enemies. And then the top and middle row slots get Wano, and then the bottom row gets tandem slots. So it allows you to activate the super tandem effect of Kaido, which we will talk about in this video. I actually didn't get too much super tandem activated in this video, but I specifically wanted to get it activated in one fight, which you guys will see in the secondary clip. But it does so much damage with the super class by itself. Like, that's going to be a really nice way to speed farm the treasure map bosses, for example, just to use that much damage. 200 times his attack, just that you can proc at any point during the quest, is just ridiculous. And then, of course, his special ability, which is a 20% health cut to all enemies, it changes strength into Wano for 2 turns, and then it also will give you a 2 times conditional boost against enemies inflicted with the increased damage taken debuff, which of course he will go ahead and inflict, that bypasses immunity to status effects with his captain ability if you attack with a Wano slot. So he's basically a self-proccing conditional booster, but then he also provides a 2.75 times orb boost to Striker and Powerhouse characters. And of course, because he is a damage dealing special, you can have the support of V1 Akainu, which changes all of your slots into strength, which of course with his special changes those into Wano. So technically, if you use this guy as a crewmate, you can just use his special with Akainu support to get a full board of Wano slots, and that's pretty ridiculous considering he's also a 2.75 times slot effect boost to Striker and Powerhouse. This has a lot of potential to be used as a sub. Of course, the conditional effect only really will be activated if you do run another unit that can inflict it, or you do use him as a captain, and in a lot of cases, using him as a captain is a very good option. But then, of course, you have his Super Tandem effect. Now, the Super Tandem effect is really hard to activate at level 1 because you specifically need a King, Queen, or Jack, or 2 of those units on your crew. But as you level up his Super Tandem, the condition to proc it is actually made easier. I mean, just with 1 level upgrade, he will allow you to now use characters like Sasaki, X-Drake, Black Maria, basically the Toby Ropo characters, and then later on at level 4, I believe, he allows you to use a Striker character to proc his Super Tandem condition. And this is where I really wanted to get that Super Tandem to be activated versus the San Juan Wolf, which is really good because you'll see in this instance, we don't have type advantage. I just wanted to see how much raw damage we could get with this team, and it's pretty crazy because we don't really even get much of an opportunity to do enough damage to him because, I mean, after the super tandem is activated, we just automatically kill him. Now, I will say, I think the friend captain is at least level 3 or level 4 in this instance, so we do get a much more substantial boost than normal, but even with just level 1, it would have been more than enough damage to take him down. And in terms of what it does, it will give you a 2x tandem attack boost, which stacks with other attack boosts, so keep that in mind, but a 2x boost at level 5 to striker characters, and it will further increase the effectiveness of the increased damage taken that you apply to the enemy. So Kaido himself gives a 1.5 increased damage taken, and then this buffs it by 0.75 at level 5, meaning it becomes a 2.25 times increased damage taken, and then factor in with his special, giving you the conditional boost against it. You have a tandem attack boost, you have an orb boost, and this is all activated with just one character on your team. Of course, you do need the other 2 units to proc that super tandem effect, but when you really think about it, this is a pretty crazy effect and can definitely have a lot of potential moving forward in terms of just outputting way too much damage towards the enemy that no other character can really get access to. And then especially if you think about the fact that you could potentially have Luffy and the Straw Hats on your crew as well to then give you his final tap on top of the super tandem, there's just a lot to like about this character. And I don't really think it's much of a surprise that this Kaido is going to absolutely destroy the Garp Challenge content, though he's not going to completely cheese it like some of the other previous Sugo-Fest exclusive Kaido characters, but he just makes all of these boss fights a lot easier when you can activate his super tandem to get the free 1.5 times increased damage taken. And if you're partnering in that super tandem, if you do get access to that, then of course it's just completely easy from there. But just activating the super class and his special together is just so much damage that you can get access to. You don't even need the super tandem in a lot of cases, to be honest. In this case here, we do have the characters applicable to actually activate the super tandem, which I was trying to cheat, like just shoehorn these characters in to try and get the super tandem to activate. But you guys will see in this video when we get towards the final stage versus Hody, we just have way too much damage and we don't even get the super tandem to activate. This is a really impressive character, and thus far has been a really nice unit to play around with, and I'm really excited to use him more in the future. Of course, there is the downside in which that his super tandem only works for striker characters, which, you know, it could be a little bit of an issue moving forward. But of course, the 2x attack boost to your striker characters via that super tandem is just kind of extra. I think the super tandem effect to increase the effectiveness of increased damage taken is the more desirable effect, as it allows just the rest of your crew to naturally do more damage no matter what, if they are, you know, striker or powerhouse characters. And the thing is, you can use the super tandem as a crewmate as well. You don't have to use him as a captain to use that super tandem effect of increasing the increased damage taken, or to get the 2x boost for your striker characters as well. But if you guys have gone ahead and used Kaido, go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts and opinions on this character are, because I think this guy is really fun and he's very strong. So that is going to wrap up this video today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.